Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is middle of the month for June tarot oracle reading, and Capricorn, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Capricorn, we all have a little bit of Capricorn in us somewhere. If you do have your birth chart, which house is Capricorn in? That will give you further clarity as to where this energy shows up most prominently for you. Also, this is a timely reading, so if you're watching it at this time, it's the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then? We do have the King of Swords energy. The King of Swords is one of the four, did I say king? I meant the Knight of Swords. I can't read. The Knight of Swords is one of four knights in the tarot. And this is saying information is coming in, communication of some sort. The knights would deliver information back and forth throughout the kingdoms. In the old days, that was the only way they had of long distance communication. So this is saying there is some communication coming in. The Knight of Swords is sometimes thought of as a fool rushing in. And I find it really interesting in this reading here, Capricorn, because we have two knights, one after the other here. And I feel like this is, he's trying to beat this knight, but this knight already made his way back. That's the energy I'm picking up. We have two knights here. It's kind of different. So this is the underlying energy for the entire reading. And the Knight of Swords is sometimes considered the fool rushing in because he's running from something or towards something. And I feel like he was trying to get there before the Knight of Cups got there, wherever he was going. And look, we have a Knight of Pentacles here as well. And I've never seen this before in a reading of this size. This will be interesting. So the Knight of Swords is running to the Knight of Pentacles, or is trying to find out maybe information that the Knight of Pentacles has. They're looking at each other, but the Knight of Cups has already received that information from the Knight of Pentacles. Isn't that interesting? So I've never, let's see, what are they talking about? All right, so this is considered sometimes a fool rushing in. He's got a red flag on the back of his helmet. He has his only half his sword showing, and the swords in tarot represent the thoughts. Basically, it's the element of air. So the sword represents your mental intelligence and discipline of your mind. And we can only see half his sword. So it could be representing that he only has half the information. And we can't see the point, and maybe he can't either. This big red flag on the back of his helmet. Plus, he's really pushing this horse hard through barren land against the wind. He is, this horse is really anxious, and this is representing the heartfelt energy and passion. So sometimes his energy is considered to be information coming in from an investigation, or it could be talking about private detective energy, technology being used to spy. Sometimes that's what the Knight of Swords does represent. So this is the underlying energy for the deck. Now it looks like this information is all coming to this Empress energy here. So the Knight of Cups is delivering a cup of love, and in tarot the cups represent romantic love a lot of the time, and sometimes it could just be love of anyone or anything, and sometimes love of something you love to do or be. But in this case, I feel like this is love because it is the Knight of Cups, and this generally represents some sort of romantic love coming in, the knight in shining armor that you read about in the romance novels. And he already got to the Empress before this dude did. and so did the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So it's pretty bad if he got there before this guy. So there's some information coming in about Pentacles and love. And we just had On June 9th, we had the energy of Venus, which is all about love, and the energy of Jupiter, which is all about good luck and good fortune. And that would include the Pentacle energy for sure. They moved into the sign of Cancer on June 9th together. Well, Jupiter had already been there, but then Venus joins, and just for a short time, Venus is leaving there on the 13th. So it's not very long, and that was yesterday. Now, this, a lot of astrologers are saying, is the luckiest day of the year, and some even of the decade for love and money. And look at, we have love and money being shown here. So this energy, the Pentacle energy, is about health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimensional world. And of course, money is needed and required for that. But if you could have all the money in the world, and if you don't have your health and love in your life, you're not going to be living the best lifestyle. So this is talking about some information coming in regarding Pentacle energy, a better lifestyle. This usually represents an offer coming through that is lucrative. And so generally, like the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. It takes forever for this information to sometimes come in. But when it does, then that energy is usually pretty solid. It's been well researched in that. And so this is how you're identifying yourself, is with this energy here of the Pentacle. Knowing something about some money coming in, or some sort of, it could be whatever this is, it has something to do with the Pentacle energy, lifestyle, money, business. It can be about real estate, also, that sort of energy. And you may have been waiting for this information to come in for a while. And I feel like this information is about the Empress for some reason. Now, this could also be your energy. You could have both these energies. Keep in mind that in the old days, the only form of long-distance communication was in person. But this energy could represent a phone call, a text message. It could be documents coming in the mail. You could have an email coming in. This could represent being on social media on one of the many platforms and getting messaged, or seeing an event posted, attending it, and then running into someone that has the perfect information for you. It's also a good idea to keep in mind, just take a quick look at what's going on in the world, and in the news in the world, as painful as that can be at times these days. But it's a really good idea, because especially when it's in business, it's good to know what all the countries are doing and what the leaders of the countries are doing, as tariffs and all of that going on. And also you can sometimes get some really good information about ideas for business just by the influencers. So this information is coming in, and has come in from all three. I've never seen that in a short reading. And I do feel it is regarding this Empress energy. You may be that Empress energy, or you may know this Empress. Maybe this is your partner, or it's a business associate. So the Empress energy is talking about abundance, and this is in the house of Taurus. This is about abundance and lifestyle for you. And so if this is you, this is talking about an upgrade for sure. And if it's this is actually very much the Pentacle energy that Taurus is in. And the Empress is known for, she is in the major arcana, but she embodies the qualities of all four of the queens from the minor arcana. She's said to be pregnant with possibility. If you don't want to be pregnant or get someone pregnant, then you want to take care of that, because this is saying you're very fertile at this time, or she is anyway. And I'm not sure that, I feel like this might be more your energy, and this might be about the Empress, or you could be both these energies. This is your self-image, and this is your abundance. I feel like this energy maybe has something to do with your abundance. So, the Empress, the way she manifests is she's in the flow. and she, let's say she wants to grow this crop of wheat is representing that. She's going to decide, okay, do I want to grow wheat or do I want to grow durum? Do I want to, which field is the best field then to grow it in? And then she's going to check the soil. She wants to know, like, does it need amending? Does it need fertilizer? What does it need? She's going to also pick any rocks or stones that are on the field that could damage the expensive seeding and harvesting equipment to make sure that it's clean. And then she will wait for the opportune time to seed that crop. And then she waves her magic wand and says, okay, it's up nature, it's up to you. I'm going to let you and the universe handle it. She's an organic farmer, so she doesn't do a lot of spraying or anything of that nature. She might do a rain dance or two if needed, but other than that, she's pretty much, she decides how much she is of her time, money, and energy she's investing in any project. She does her best to fulfill it, to make it the most likely that it's going to come through. And then she lets it go. And she trusts that the nature will do its thing for her. And she's known to grow bumper crops, so she doesn't worry about it. We have this energy of being left out in the cold. This is isolation, feeling like a black sheep in the family sometimes in this position. This is talking about your communication in early life from your original family. Now, this could be talking about, like if this is you, this could be your family. And if it's not you, it could be about the Empress's family. And so this energy is there. This is talking about being left out in the cold, things not working out so well with the pentacle energy here. We only have 5 out of the 10 possible pentacles. And this energy is like, there's 2 people here. They don't have enough to exist. Like this is homelessness. This person is on crutches and this one is walking barefoot in the snow. The energy here, he has a plague bell around his neck. And this is, in the old days, they didn't have apps to isolate people during pandemics. So they would just tie a bell around their neck, a big one. And they would be forced to wear it everywhere they went so that people could hear them coming into town and get out of their way so that they wouldn't, be contaminated. Which, of course, would make it very difficult to earn a living. To do anything in town, basically. And that's why this energy, this sometimes can talk about tactics being used to put someone in this position, like to ruin their reputation, tactics that, and with the snow falling here, quite often this can represent tactics like from more than one person, a group of people, or, it's that type of energy. And so this is talking about, like if there's just a few flakes of snow, they're pretty. But then if they keep falling and falling and it's happening for months on end, then it gets really heavy and it has to be shoveled. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of extra work. And eventually it will have this effect on people. So this is talking about, if you can handle a flake or two, but if a whole bunch of flakes gang up on someone, then it can cause an energy like this. This also can talk about you feeling like a black sheep in the family, or that you didn't really fit in with your family if it's not about, but with all this information, I feel like that's kind of what this reading is mostly about. This is going to cause a new cycle. Okay, so this is going to cause a new cycle because the Fool's on a new journey now. So I feel like everybody, like you've been waiting for this energy to come in, and then it looks like the Knight of Cups managed to get to the Empress before this energy did. And I don't know if the Knight of Cups maybe offered the Empress a hand in marriage or something, or you were planning to do it. It's hard to say. This is talking about your emotional foundation. But then we have you disappointed in love right after that. This is talking about your internal forces. So this is talking about, this energy is talking about the cycle, like starting a new cycle. In this energy. This is supposed to be here. So which way were they? I can't remember now. It doesn't matter. We'll read it both ways. So I can't remember if I took this one from here or this one from here. I think it was this way. Yeah, we'll put it that way. So it makes sense, because if this dude got to the Empress before you did, then it could be talking about disappointment in love. So this is your emotional foundation, and this is about creativity, romance, and children. And so this new cycle that you're on, that you see, it's almost like this information coming in has changed the cycle for you. And I feel like if you're this energy, but I don't feel you're this energy, I feel this is your energy, because this is your image and how you see yourself right now. And so you can't be an Empress and the Knight of Pentacles at the same time, really. I mean, you could, but it doesn't make sense, especially with this other energy coming in. So, oh, this was here, and this was here, and this was here. Now I know. So yeah, this is a new cycle coming on. So the Fool goes out on his journey at the 0 point after this happens. And the Fool has this just a little bit of luggage with him. This is talking about he's taking a leap of faith to go on a different journey now. I feel something didn't work out here, and it's put you on a new cycle. And then it's about being disappointed in love. I feel like maybe a Knight of Cups came in and offered a cup of love to someone that that wasn't necessarily someone that you wanted to offer a cup of love to, but it could be someone that her taking this cup of love affected your pentacles somehow, this Empress energy. I don't know why that would be. Maybe you had asked her for, or wanted to offer a cup of love, and this energy beat her to it. It's interesting. Or this internal force here could be saying you wanted to offer her a cup of love because this is because you knew she was going to be in Empress energy soon. That could be, but then it didn't work out for whatever reason, because now this energy's here. So I feel like this has started a new cycle. You would know if this is your reading, which of these characters you are, what's going on in your life. So this is talking about being disappointed in love. And of course, in romantic love, quite often this can represent a third-party energy. And it also can represent like a pregnancy, because that's coming up as well. So someone might be pregnant here, and that's affecting things as well. And maybe that's outside of this relationship, like with this energy, or maybe even this energy, because he's panicking. The Knight of Pentacles, I feel that's your energy. So this is talking about, this can also represent giving someone 3 chances and them disappointing you every time. Now that could be romance, that could be about business, a business partner energy. This could be about family members, friends, that sort of thing. And they're asking for another chance, and you're like, no way! I've already 3 strikes, you're out. I'm done. I'm already disappointed. I don't need to be more disappointed. And then this sometimes can also talk about trying to get something done, and the universe, the Most High, offering you another choice, another way to do it. Because sometimes the cups can represent choices we make in love, or in something we love to do. And so, but you're like, I don't want to participate in this anymore. It's like, it hasn't been, it's been so disappointing. And then this energy is talking about, this changes your world. For whatever reason, what happened here, it's ended a cycle. And then this energy of the disappointment of the love on top of it has ended, because this is now talking about, this is over. Whatever this was is now, whatever the concern was and everything, I feel like this energy got there too late with the information. This already maybe got to the Empress, this energy is something between you two. And this is talking about now number 21 in the World card. That's a pretty short cycle. but it's basically saying that I feel like this Empress energy goes off with this other energy. And this puts an end to this cycle of disappointment, though. So that's good. So, you would know in your own situation what this is about. It's coming up several ways. So let's see what the external forces have to say, and maybe that will give us a bit more of a clue. We have, okay, the star energy. So the underlying energy, man, I'm just like so discombobulated in this reading. Okay, now this changes things, because this is an external force that's coming in, and this is in charge of the external forces. So the internal forces are the what ifs, and this is talking about what if this happens, what if this doesn't happen. It's the what ifs, the woulda, shoulda, couldas of life. Now the external forces are talking about the what the EF happened. And look at this, we have this Page of Pentacles coming in. The pages are actually a younger version of the Queen of the Knights sometimes. And so the pages would work for the king and the queen at a very young age, around 7 to 14. You have to remember, back in those days, life expectancy was about half of what it is now. So it seems really young, but there wasn't childhood and adolescence as we have it today. And so the pages, this would be a real coup for them to be able to work for the king and the queen in the court. Way better job than other people around the county would have. And so this, they would mostly deliver communication similar to this, but inside the palace walls. And if they were still there and they were doing a good job, then they could possibly be Knight of Pentacles. Like he could have been accepted for knighthood if he could afford a horse. And being of the Pentacle energy, I'm sure he could. So this is, well, he has, because now this is a grown-up version. This knight is a grown-up version of this Page of Pentacles. So this is saying that, if the page has been working for the king and queen of Pentacles, it's been, in that energy of your lifestyle. This has been something that's been going on since you were maybe in elementary school. It could be high school, early college, university days, just getting into the workforce, before the age of 21, when this person becomes a knight. So like if, say that was at 7 years of age, at 21, that's already 14 years. And this person could have been a knight for like 10 years or so. Let's give them that. And so this could be like 24 to 30 years, basically, of this information coming in from this Knight of Pentacles. That's how long this information about this Empress energy took to come in. Now, I feel that the Empress maybe didn't know about this as well, and this is the energy. She receives it, and that's when this changes the dynamics here. I don't know what that's about. And again, you have to know if you're the Empress, or maybe you're, remember the Empress energy. All the characters in the tarot, they're not gender specific. They can be male or female. This would be a male or a female in their feminine energy. And the kings and the knights and the males and figures could be a male or a female in their masculine energy. So, you'll figure it out from there. And this is talking about a star energy. So this is galactic energy. It's talking about someone who's been following their North Star, and they are adding their own special qualities to this pool of water here, this universal pool. And then this represents taking that and pouring it onto Earth to bring it down to Earth, to manifest on Earth. And there's 5 streams here, and those 5 streams represent the 5 points on this pentacle energy. So this is talking about, I feel like this energy is saying, because this is external now, maybe when she gets the information about these pentacles or this other lover coming in, Or if this is you, it could be like now that she has access to these pentacles, or she's found something out about it, she's not interested in, a cup of love offer of marriage, or if this is business in a partnership with you anymore. Could be that type of energy, because this is talking about your commitments, partnerships, and spousal energy. So could talk about the energy also if your partner, you already have a partner who is in this Empress energy. Like the Empress energy is Pentacles, so that's Taurus, Virgo, and what am I? Capricorn. So all three of you. So this could be that type of energy. So this is the Taurus energy. They have a real desire to be secure in their finances. It's really, the home life is important to them. They like to have a luxurious home, and they want to make sure that they have the finances behind it. So that's something that about the Taurus energy that's important to understand. And they are learning about the give and take of Pentacle energy in that. So there's some sort of energy here that now this is about your partnerships, commitments, and also marriage. And look at that. We have the marriage card right on top of that. So, this could be representing, this could be someone you already are married to, the Empress energy, and there's some information, maybe you and her were working together on something with Pentacles, and for whatever reason, when this information came in, it didn't work out. But this is talking about, this is in transition. So sometimes this can represent like you're already married and there's going to be a transition in that marriage. Or it could represent this offering a cup of marriage and someone accepting it, except it looks like here they haven't. It's really, this is a very different energy with all this information coming in so early in the reading. So this is talking about the beginning of fulfillment. It means basically you have the down payment for the castle, but you're still going to need to make the mortgage payments. The person that you've asked, popped the question, they have said yes. So that could represent that this is someone you're already married to. And this can also talk about partnerships in business as well. And then it's also talking about, having to put the energy into it to keep it fulfilling. But that's in the transition position. So it's either saying you're getting married to someone or you're getting divorced from someone. And yeah, there's a never-ending nightmare. It's just this card after is not like, and this new journey after that, and disappointment in love, a whole new world schedule in that. Whatever happened here, this is a never-ending nightmare that you don't, like you're waking up in the middle of the night and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. It's like, I want this to be over. Sometimes, and it's kind of talking about like this, this energy of really feeling like just not wanting to get out of bed. This could be kind of a sign of depression, just depressed energy sometimes. So what is that? That's in your higher learning energy. And then we have, so this is, sometimes this can be waking up and having prayed and meditated and asked God and the universe for assistance. And so then this could be waking up in the wee hours of the morning and getting kind of an inspiration to move forward. And this quilt here can talk about, it has cosmic symbols on it. And that can be representing the energy of, the universe has you covered, but you're going to have to get out of bed and get out of your comfort zone. So you're going to have to get up and get moving and put some steps into action if you want to get out of this troubled water. This agitated, like rough water in tarot represents agitation, like a lot of chaos happening around you. a lot of volatile emotions going on, and wanting to get off to calmer waters. This energy represents, again, and this is sitting in your communication when you were a young child. And I feel like it has something, this is talking about wanting to go off to God and get healing regarding your inner child. That there could be something that is, that's been bothering you since you were a child. And maybe some of this information coming in talks about that in some way. And so this is about, the conveyor here has to dig deep with this pole to push out of this mud and move this boat, because it's talking about having to dig really deep here. Like this is something, and again, it's kind of reflected here with this energy, because this is saying this is your individual energy. And when this pentacle, when you get this information about these pentacles, it could be way back, when you were like a child. And this is something that you need to heal from now. I don't know what that would be. That would be so upsetting. But then this energy can also be, I feel like it's got to do with this Empress energy. And, this is definitely, challenging energy. So let's keep going here and see what happens. This energy is higher learning, and then your career and reputation. So something about this has maybe affected your ability to be able to work. And that might just be because you're going through maybe some energy where your marriage isn't working right now and you need to work through that. And like that's not an uncommon, because this is the energy that's upcoming that you want to be in. And this is about blessings coming in. And I feel like this is saying you don't have it as of yet. So when it's sitting on this kind of energy, it could be saying like you need to heal this energy. Something has to happen here for you to have what you want. But this is talking about having fulfillment after having difficulty. But in this energy, with all this energy around it, it can be talking about not getting what you wanted, what you expected to get. But it is talking that there's hope that you will have this coming in after you heal from this. It's talking about this coming in after hardship. So if it's saying like once this phase is over, this energy might eventually come back to you. And let's see, justice. Yeah, so justice is going to come in. So if this is something that was legal, and something was taken from you, some pentacle, like something, and quite often this can talk about like generational wealth, especially when it's a pentacle energy coming from when you were a child all the way to an adult. This can represent maybe some sort of energy information came in. And so as long as you're on the right side of the law, and you've been on an upright journey, this is talking about the sort of justice is double-edged. So when the justice comes in, it's going to benefit you. And if you're on the right side of the law, and if you're on the wrong side and this is spiritual and physical law, if you're on the wrong side of the law, karma is going to hit. And so karma, a lot of people feel is punishment, but it really isn't. It's cause and effect of your actions. You could have direct karma from your actions, like where you cause someone suffering, and it was your direct actions, or you didn't take action when you could have to stop someone innocent from suffering. This can also talk about this energy of indirect karma, which could be something left over from your parents, ancestors, even your grandparents, great-grandparents. This energy can be talking about they didn't have time to clean up what they needed to clean up before they crossed the veil. And so it gets left to the bloodline to do it. And it can also be talking about associations in business, associations in friends, family, etc., that are causing karma, that's causing suffering to other people. And because you're associated, you get hit with it. And then we also have the karma from karmic spaces, which we'll talk about in a minute here. So this is kind of like a challenging reading, but I feel like this is like the truth always comes out. And right now with Uranus moved into the sign of Gemini about a month ago. And Uranus in Gemini, this energy is a pain in the butt for someone who's on the wrong side of the law. For the people that are on the right side of the law, it's glory, hallelujah, finally. Because Uranus in Gemini wants the truth. And the last time Uranus was in Gemini was way back in 1941 to 1949. And that was during World War II. So this energy can be like really, it's kind of got that energy to it. And it's like if you watch the news, it's like all this energy coming in, all this truths coming out. And what's weird is because Gemini is very sharp-witted, and that, they have they're sometimes accused of being two people because they can change their mind very rapidly. They can adapt to change very quickly. So this Gemini, and we have a Gemini new moon on the 14th of June here, and that new moon is in Gemini. So that's going to add another, like, what is that? That's like 4 days away. So that's going to add another aspect of this energy, like, whoa, like of us really having a lot of truth come out. And so, and we can, Uranus is going to be in Gemini for the next 7.5 to 8 years. So that, I've been saying a truth a day keeps the devil at bay. So it's good news, like, because if the truth will, the truth always eventually comes out. Sometimes it can take a really long time, and I feel it has, but it is finally coming out. So that's the energy there. If you're leaving the reading here, thank you so much for your time and energy, your likes and comments. I really do appreciate it a lot. It helps me build my channel. And I am going to clarify now with my oracle. So I started this oracle back in 2007. And in 2020, I completed, oh, this one wants to come out. We'll put it out first here. We're going to, in 2020, I completed all the paintings. I'm starting to do the reading, and I need to pay attention to what I'm saying. So this is, this energy, the numbers on the cards here represent the paintings in the order that they are listed on my website, talesfromthevector.com. And this energy is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. And I will put in the information box below, I will put the numbers of the cards as they appear here in the box, along with my website information, so you can check it out if you want to look at the paintings. And so we have denial really wanted to come out. It was hello. So this is what I don't know won't hurt me. Okay, so see remember how I said this energy only had half the information? This, maybe they have the other half now, and the other half is saying that the first half of information was inaccurate, and that's maybe what changed the scenario. Denial is one of those tactics that we're talking about. If you're like, and with this justice energy coming in, this, it can go either way, right? This, what happened here, this could be external forces, or it could be internal, because this is for the whole reading. We have a major transition happening when this cup of love comes through. This Emperor energy is sitting on your energy. So this is like, you're used to having high level performance. And, the Emperor is, interestingly, the Emperor is like, embodies the qualities of all four kings from the minor arcana. So this is saying that I do feel that you are already married to perhaps an Empress energy or a Taurus energy. It could be that, or a Pentacle energy for sure, with this energy the way it is. And this energy is saying that that you're like, this is it said you were happy. The sun was shining on this. It was like when the sun is shining on it, this is God's energy. So this was meant to happen for you to be in this marriage with someone. But what happened is there was a tower. So I do feel that this is talking about a couple for sure, because we got an Emperor now and an Empress. So this is your energy the pentacle energy information comes in, and you are like a power couple with this Empress energy. So this is representing this couple, and I don't know if something happened when this information came in, that this marriage, it's right across from here, and it's talking like, you know, that's where all of this negative energy is coming in. So we'll just keep going here and just see, because a tower hits, and this sometimes can mean divorce, but in my tarot, this is talking about the worst divorce is from source. And so this energy, when there's a tower, it's saying that you weren't listening to your intuition. God may have been trying to tell you, there's some shifty energy going on here, and it has to stop. Like, you have to stop. Whatever this is, this can't continue, because if it continues, there's going to be a major tower. And the tower traditionally is when the lightning hits the tower. At first, the universe is whispering, "Hey, take a look at this. You really need to look at this," but you don't really hear it. You don't listen. Then the frying pan treatment comes out. You get whacked on the head, and like it hurts, and you're like, "Hey." And the universe is saying, this is nothing. You need to pay attention to this. Like, the Most High is trying to tell you something here, and you're not listening. So it's kind of that energy. And then, then the 2x4 comes out. And then eventually the lightning has to strike the tower. And so this is like, you have to listen now. And this is a reality check. It's saying you needed a reality check. And sometimes it could be something you could have nipped in the bud earlier. The thing about the tower energy, it is like a challenging energy, because it means things have to be rebuilt. And that would be, and it's sitting right here on this energy, and then we're on a new cycle. So I feel that when it hits, it hit hard. And so whatever's going on here, that's why this new cycle's coming in the way that it is. And it's talking about, I feel like this Cancer energy of that good luck and good fortune, and the good, and the, wow, like, what is this about? Because this is the Jupiter and Venus coming together for that one day. That's the energy. And that was yesterday. I mean, that energy is sitting with us for a while. Venus is sitting there until the 13th. And then it's moving into the sign of Leo. So something is going on about that, because then we have the dang devil here. Oh, man, what a reading this is. This is... Put it in the comments below if this relates to you, because there's a lot of energy coming out here. So the devil is talking about temptation. Someone was tempted by something. Like the devil in my tarot is a shiny dragonfly. She's got a hot pink background, something really pretty, adorned with Swarovski crystals. This energy is, yeah, it's okay. The devil card came out. Chill out. Go on. Go eat your supper. He does not like when the devil card comes out. She always gets silly. Like, how did you know? I think she can read. Usually she sits on my lap and purrs. So this is some sort of temptation that caused maybe a third party energy here. Ooh, I don't know. There's some like real wild, and like there's a lot of energy happening here. So let's see. I always cover the devil with the next card up, because as I was saying, like the devil card in my tarot is this beautiful dragonfly, and she's adorned in Swarovski crystals on a hot pink background. And this energy is talking about, being tempted by something beautiful. Like the devil's not going to tempt you with, something ugly. The ugly comes after when payments due. And so this is talking about, the devil doesn't do their own dirty work. He gets a minion to do it for him. So we want to see, who does he send in? What is this about? Look at this. Falling and failing in love is a matter of eye. This is about something... Geez, this is your creativity, romance, and children. This is something that happened, that you falling and failing in love is a matter of eye. Basically, there's something that happened here that you did that caused this negative energy, whether you were aware of it or not at the time. So this is Yikes, what a reading this is. So if you didn't heed the warnings here from the universe that the Most High was trying to say, hey, you need to pay attention because there's something going on here, it puts you on this new cycle because of something that happened here. And this is falling and failing in love as a matter of I, which is saying that you're in control. Like if you have to love yourself enough to be upright, you know. And so let's just keep going here. We have the strength card coming out. This is talking about having the courage and the strength to stay in your integrity on your destined path. This cycle now is over. Like whatever happened here ended this. It was the temptation, giving into that temptation ended it. And I feel like that could be talking now about this energy coming in because of that. So the missed opportunities coming up. Let's keep going and see. We have the Pisces energy. So the senior executive of the tarot. Now this energy I feel is coming in because the Pisces energy, Neptune and Saturn are both ruling Pisces energy. And Pisces, Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years. And just a month ago or so, it moved into the sign of Aries. And Neptune is about our idealism, how we approach life, like our day-to-day, like how we approach relationships, how you know, our thought process, how it's more of a dreamy, it'll all work out okay type of energy. A lot of people are experiencing difficulties right now from this external force of this, because Neptune was in Pisces for 14 years. And it just moved into the sign of Aries. And in Pisces, that it was very comfortable there. And it was also hanging out with Saturn. But then Saturn and Neptune, within days of each other, moved into the Aries energy. And Saturn is what rules Capricorn. So anyone who has Capricorn in their chart is feeling this energy quite intensely. Basically what it's saying is this, you know, Pisces is a senior executive. This is the way I've always done things. It's always worked. Every time I do this, it works. I know it works. But now it has for 14 years. And now Neptune and Saturn moved into Aries. And, you know, like the Neptune energy is staying there for 14 more years. So Aries is a fire sign, and it's the firstborn of the horoscope. It's talking about a new baby coming into your home, and you know they can be really loud and demanding, and it's ruled by Mars energy. It's fire. So this is talking about having to do things in a different way from the way that you were used to doing things that worked for the last 14 years, and because Saturn. Saturn rules the Capricorn sign, you're going to be feeling this energy a lot more than a lot of other people. So just know that a lot of people are experiencing this. So for the next 14 years, you know, we're going to be doing it the Aries way. And everything we learned to do the Neptune way is kind of like, oh, you're going to have to, you know, tweak it a little and change it up a bit for it to work again. And it can be really irritating energy, because just when you think hey, I've got it, I know this works, and that's when you find out it doesn't. And we have the Hermit. So this is talking about a dark night of the soul and going off to calmer waters. Like this is about climbing a mountain, actually, which is what Capricorn energy is all about. The sea goat climbs the mountain, but it has a dolphin tail on it. So imagine climbing a mountain with a dolphin tail. And so the steps of action that you're taking are, Capricorn is very disciplined. It's the most mature of all the signs of the Pentacles. And this is talking about like disciplined action. If a Capricorn says they're going to do it, they get back up and they do it again. But you might need to change the way you do it, because whatever you were doing needs to be tweaked a little bit because of the Neptune and Saturn energy moving into Aries now. Whoa. And so we have this trauma queen energy, a lot of drama going on. And it's kind of like that's that energy. So this can be, life's a slice, but please hold the drama. I've got enough drama. That's when you go off to meditate and pray. And this is talking about, the karmic space of pride. So it's kind of, this energy is all or nothing. And I feel like it just, I don't know, it went sideways somehow here. So going off, this is the best thing that you can do. And I do feel when you heal this energy, then there's an opportunity for this energy to come back in, because justice is going to be served here. And we have the Chariot. So this is saying it's already coming in. It's already happening in the spiritual realm. And so this justice is about to hit. And then we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is talking about using your intuition to make strong choices here. So, just like the Justice sword is a double-edged sword, so is the sword, of mental intelligence and discipline of the mind. It's logic and intuition. So if you use your logic and your intuition together, then you're going to have more creative solutions to problems and have a more joyful existence. I feel like this energy it's challenging right now. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a challenging reading, but it's also talking about, hope for the future. It's just a matter of figuring this energy out and moving forward as strong as you can so that you can have fortune after difficulty. All right, this also can be talking about a lot of karma coming in. So like whatever's happened here for this last 30 years, whoever did whatever they did here is going to get hit with that. So, just hang in there. It is shifting. So this energy, I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. It's kind of been a really so much energy in this reading. And give it a like and comment if you've benefited from it. Let me know in the comment box below. A big hug to you. Hang in there. It's shifting. This is saying there's a transition happening. And I consider subscribing if you resonate. I'll be back with another reading for you soon. Bye for now, Capricorn.